Got some Flexi Bond all mixed up. I'm gonna dress up this wall surface here. Got some duty heavy mesh tape that I'm gonna be putting over all the seams. Number one. That's gonna get some serious flinch. Serious flinch in there. This is your first time here. This is the #1 home improvement YouTube channel in the entire world. This is a massive kitchen remodel. There'll be a link in the description so you can go back and start from day one and watch all the progress and find out how we got here. What I'm doing today is I'm going to be putting a $1 million skip trowel texture on these walls here. I got to feather it into the existing skip trowel texture that's on this wall. This is a chimney. I'm also going to be skip troweling the chimney. I'm going to show you how I mix my mud, what mud I'm using, and I'm going to tell you later who taught me how to do this $1 million texture. This is what I use for all my masking. I love that it comes in a neat roll, and I can roll out just enough for what I need, cut it off. Then it's light and airy. Not that you need it to be light and airy, just real easy to work with, as opposed to a heavier milled plastic that comes in a roll that you just kind of have to roll out, and it's not very organized. This is the joint compound I'm going to be using for the texture. Brand new bucket, clean bucket, just the right size. So I'm going to scoop a whole bunch of this into there. I'm going to use my DeWalt XRP and a small mixer. I'll use both a 6-inch knife and an 8-inch knife to put the texture on. This is before mixing. Before mixing. I also have a lid on here. Can you take a break? Here's another shot of what it looks like before mixing. No, get over there. Wait. Oh, it's so good. We gotta look after. I mix it up. Too wet, too dry. There we go. Pull it out. There you go. What time is it? I just realized that I have the camera on. I'm not sure how much of this side was recorded. Continue this when it dries. That's where the real work begins. Not really. It is the next day, and the texture looks like $1 billion. It couldn't have been better. I'll show you what the second phase is to make it worth billions of dollars. It's like I almost don't want to touch it because it's so close to being perfect. Probably wondering, what is these little stains coming through? I believe that's a little bit of a glue residue. Not gonna hurt anything. This will get a coat of primer with a heavy nap roller. Everything will get primered with a heavy nap roller. The old texture and the new texture is that this has a lot of paint on it that really mutes it down. So that is the next step, is to dull this down, to get that to blend. I got a fan blowing into the house, another fan blowing out of the house. So you probably can't see it, but there is a negative pressure in here. All my plastic walls bowed in to the direction that I want the dust to go. I do not want it to go out into the house. There is no vacuum attachment for this portion. Yesterday when I did the initial sanding, you don't get any dust. It's amazing what that little tool can do for dust control. I do have the shop vac. I will be using it. This is what I'm sanding with. This is a 200 grit sanding screen and a bunch of blue rag. What I'm doing is I'm going to work these lines here to soften them. Basically, I'm trying to make it look really old. Whew. Probably my best one. I don't get to do this texture that often. I nailed it. Looks great. Woo! But I can't bask in the glory of the $1 billion texture walls. Gotta keep moving. Everything's gotta go. We gotta get rid of this trash compactor, the oven. The refrigerator's gotta go out. Everything's gotta go. And the floors are next. Gotta pull up this flooring, pull the baseboard off, pull the flooring up, order a whole case of Grey Poupon, solid red oak hardwood floor. I'm hoping it was preserved by that felt paper. It's gonna look nasty. It's gonna be real nasty looking to start with, but I think just underneath the surface, once we get the drum sander in here, it's going to look good. You'll not want to miss that. Daily uploads till the end of the year. Subscribe, click that bell, check out some of these other videos that are popping up around the side of my head. See the massive projects that I've done in the past. A little bit of bonus footage. I'm going to give you a close-up shot. I'm going to show you what dust fell on the ground. You guys that are into this, you can get an idea of what to expect if you're doing this method of sanding with this up close to it, up close to your sanding screen. The reason I didn't use the attachment is because I did not want a flat surface. I wanted either my hand or that wadded up bundle of rags just to try to soften those edges and just maneuver around them and just slightly round them over, not create a flat knockdown look. So this is the wall that has to match. And like I said, I may do some more sanding right up in there. The whole wall has to get primered, maybe even twice, because this stuff is very absorbent and it will flash if you were just to try to do one of those paint and primer in one things. Flash means that it will just look different. On the floor, not much dust. Some dust over in here. Not much dust at all. We'll get this cleaned up in no time. Didn't talk much about this. This is all set to go. These highs will get scraped off, but that is a rock solid wall now. Rock solid.